These are the worst things Brian Griffin has ever done. Number 1. When Brian gets a hernia, he's disappointed to learn he's no longer on the family insurance.
Hey, what the hell is up with this letter? It says I'm no longer covered on your health insurance.
Oh yeah, they don't cover dogs no more.
When Chris asks how he got the hernia, you feel zero sympathy for him and his medical needs.
Actually, I got it performing an incredible act of heroism. Oh my God!
Somebody help me! I'm sinking!
Hurry! I can't hold it!
Okay, let me just unstrap my baby.
Oh, slipping, sorry.
Number 2. Brian falls for a blind girl, but he hides his identity when he finds out she doesn't like dogs. In fairness, he does a ton of terrible things while dating her.
And that trip to the Eiffel Tower was just amazing. Are we almost at the top?
Yep, just a few more steps. There we are.
He eventually reveals himself after a disastrous dinner with Kate and her parents. She breaks up with him, saying she could look past the dog thing, but not the line. Stewie makes him aware he can have a redo.
Well, since Kate is blind, you could probably just do a different voice and go out with her all over again. Hey, are you Kate?
Yes?
Hey, it's Noah from J-Date.
Oh my God, hi!
Number 3. At Brian's new job, he meets his coworker Martha. He attempts to flirt, but strikes out, leading to him stalking her on Facebook. Unfortunately, he takes it too far and gets caught.
You know what, Brian? I will... Oh my God! Gross! You scumbag!
Afraid he'll lose his job, he takes his landlord's advice and plants drugs in her desk. But then she does the opposite of what he expected.
I just wanted to let you know I'm not going to tell anyone about what happened, and maybe we could get that drink tomorrow.
Tell him you have no idea how your hair strands got in that baggie. Hello, officer!
Is this your desk, ma'am?
Yeah? Why, officer?
Found it.
What is that?
Like you don't know. Cocaine. Glorious cocaine. Best thing ever.
Number 4. When Brian and Stewie start investing in the stock market, Brian finds the two a new investment opportunity with a protein shake company. But Stewie learns the horrible truth.
What are you doing? It's just a protein shake, and it's the cheapest on the market.
Brian? I think I know why it's so cheap. They're made of dog meat.
While Brian eventually helps Stewie save the dogs, for a moment he's genuinely undeterred from investing.
Brian, let's get out of here.
What do you mean? I'm taking a meeting. This company's worth a fortune.
What? You still want to invest in this? You can't be serious.
Sorry, Stewie. Wall Street is a people-eat-dog world. Everyone knows that.
Number 5. We learn Brian has an estranged son named Dylan, and after Stewie forces him into a coffee date with his son, Brian almost doesn't even bother going until he sees something that changes his mind.
Hollywood comes to Quahog in the form of a new Disney Channel show called Parent Boppers about a group of teen detectives. The show, set and filmed right here in Rhode Island, stars local teen and Irish trash Dylan Flanagan.
Brian, did you hear that? Your son's gonna be a TV star. Brian?
He manages to weasel his way into working on the show, but considering he's not even a good writer, it doesn't go well, and he ends up getting fired. Dylan also realizes who his father really is.
I'm starting to think that you've just been using me to advance your career. God, you're a terrible father. I never want to see you again.
Number 6. When Brian learns Stewie's daycare doesn't sound like it's being run well, he visits and sees it for himself.
Oh, what happened to that kid?
He fell off a stool trying to turn off Maury Povich.
This is awful. Where's your teacher?
Probably out back.
After seeing Miss Emily, he easily forgives her transgressions and chooses to ignore Stewie's safety and try to date her instead. When Stewie comes home with a dislocated shoulder, saying Miss Emily did it, Brian questions if he just slept on it funny.
Does this look like I slept on it funny? I'm gonna tell Mom. Mom! You are not going anywhere. I finally have a date with Miss Emily tomorrow, and I'm not gonna let you or anybody else get in my way until I have seen every inch of her naked.
Number 7. After seeing a scene in a movie depicting blood brothers, Stewie wants to do it with Brian. This ends up being a massive mistake.
You son of a b****! You gave me herpes!
What? What are you talking about? When we swapped blood! Look at my lip! It's a disgusting herpes sore!
Brian initially denies having herpes, but further investigation proves he's definitely carrying it. What's worse is Brian doesn't apologize and even downplays it. But Chris's revelation makes it all so much worse.
Good lord, you've got herpes too? This house is like backstage at a Whitesnake concert!
Not only that, but I also got it from Brian. We're blood brothers too.
You are?
Yup, he knew he had herpes and he didn't say anything.
Number 8. When Stewie and Brian go to save Meg in Paris, Stewie gives Brian a gun to defend himself, which at first he's not sure of.
What? I've never killed anybody before.
Relax, they're Arabs. People will still be rooting for you.
After he gets into it, treating it like it's a video game, he starts showing off. But by showing off, he kills an innocent waiter.
Oh, this is like a video game. Huh, I'm kinda good at this. Later, Dink.
His smug attitude doesn't help. Number 9. Brian marries his girlfriend Jess, thinking she's going to die from cancer. But a life-changing revelation ruins everything for Brian.
These are your latest test results, Jess, and they're remarkable.
Meaning what?
Meaning Jess is going to live.
Brian quickly learns that being married to Jess was a lot easier when he thought she was dying. Jess starts eating more because she can handle the food now. And one night, Brian hesitates when something awful happens.
They only had mild. Well, I'm sorry it's so disgusting, but that's all they have. Oh, what, you gonna die if you have to eat mild salsa? Come on. Wait, are you... Oh my god. Oh my god, are you choking?
He doesn't make a speedy effort to save her, but jokes on him because she survives. Number 10. When Lois and Peter join Brian in Martha's Vineyard, where Brian gets an award for his essay, he makes a move on Lois, who's been feeling neglected by Peter.
Oh my god, Brian, no! No, stop it! What are you doing?
I can't help myself, Lois. I know you're married to Peter, but I love you and I can't stand it anymore.
Lois firmly rejects him, but it doesn't change what he did. Not only did he force himself on Lois, but he betrayed his friend Peter. When confronted, instead of apologizing, Brian doubles down.
Yeah, well, you don't deserve her, you know that?
The two end up fighting, and while they make up in the end, it's not the last time Brian shoots a shot with Lois.